Lena. Right on time. Sophie had her arm threaded through Chase's and was smiling at me. Chase and I have been together for 3 years. She said it as casually as if she were commenting on the weather. You knew, didn't you? I looked at her. Looked at the Cartier bracelet on her wrist. $5, 600. I'd checked. I knew, I said. I took a flash drive from my bag, so I brought a birthday gift. I smiled. 328 chat screenshots, 89 wire transfers, 127 hotel receipts, and 47 intimate photos of the two of you. Happy 30th birthday, Sophie. Before we go on, please subscribe to this channel and tell us in the comments where you're watching from. 3 months earlier, it was a Saturday. Chase said something had come up at his Los Angeles office and left early in the morning. I was home alone in our Beverly Hills condo, straightening the closet, and decided to tidy the study as well. At the very back of a drawer, I found a stack of credit card statements. I'd never meant to audit him. In 5 years, I'd never once checked. But that day, for some reason, I flipped through, and I saw a name. Sophie. Transfer. Sophie. $5,000. Transfer. Sophie. $8,000. Transfer. Sophie. $20,000. I thought I'd misread. I turned another page. Purchase. A Beverly Hills luxury boutique. $28,000. Memo. Louis Vuitton. On Instagram last month Sophie had posted a bag. Louis Vuitton. She'd captioned it, gift from boyfriend. I'd even commented, so jealous as mine never splurges on me. She'd replied, you have to ask. Men need reminders. I reread that comment. Then I kept flipping. 1 page. 2 pages. 3 years of statements. Total transfers. $470,000. My monthly salary is $8,000. In 5 years of marriage, I hadn't bought a single purse over $500. He'd sent her $470,000. I didn't cry. I photographed the statements and put them back. Then I texted Sophie, free lately. Grab lunch. She answered instantly, yes, yes. Was just thinking of you. She added a sticker, an animated rabbit hopping. We'd known each other 10 years. College roommates at UCLA. Stayed in Los Angeles after graduation. She was my bridesmaid. On my wedding day, she cried harder than I did. She said, Lena, you have to be happy. I said, I will. Now I think her tears weren't for me. They were for herself. Because when I mapped the timeline, Chase and I had been married 5 years. He'd been with Sophie for 3, meaning 2 years after our wedding they started. And Sophie had been my bridesmaid. At lunch I pretended nothing was wrong. She was the same as ever, chattering nonstop. Office gossip, blind dates, skincare tips. On her wrist gleamed that Cartier bracelet. $5, 600. I knew because I'd looked it up. Pretty, I said, pointing. Where'd you get it? Oh, this? She smiled smugly. Boyfriend gave it to me. Your boyfriend is generous, I said. Mine's so cheap. Really? She eyed me. Chase doesn't treat you well? He's okay, I said, picking up a bite of food. Just not romantic. Men, she said. You have to take the lead. Act cute. I'm not good at that. Then you deserve to be single. She laughed at her own joke. Kidding, kidding. You're married, not single. I laughed too. By the way, she lowered her voice. Is your husband good to you lately? Pretty good. Why? No reason, she waved. Just asking. If anything happens, tell me. I'll keep an eye on Chase. Keep an eye? As in, watch him. Make sure he behaved. When she said it, her eyes were smiling. Now I realize watch was literal. She really had been watching him very closely. I didn't confront her then. I needed more evidence. Statements prove transfers, not a relationship. I needed chats. I needed hotel receipts. I needed everything that could nail them. Back home, Chase was already there. He lay on the couch scrolling his phone. When he saw me, he asked offhand, where'd you go? Lunch with Sophie. He didn't even lift his head. I walked over and sat beside him. Honey, I want a purse. What purse? Louis Vuitton. A bit over 2 grand. He finally looked up. 2 grand? You crazy? Sophie has one. I want one too. Sophie is Sophie. You're you. He frowned. You know our situation. Your monthly salary is $25,000. One purse won't kill you. That's my money, he said. I'm saving. For what? Why do you care? His tone turned impatient. I said nothing more. I glanced at his phone. He held it tight, screen down. He'd never let me touch it. 5 years of marriage and I'd never once snooped. I trusted him. Now the thought was laughable. That night, after he fell asleep, I took his phone. I knew the passcode, his birthday. I opened WhatsApp. Top chat. Me. Second, project group. Third, labeled work. I tapped in. First message, baby. You asleep. Second, missed you today. Third, free next Wednesday. Same place. I scrolled up. 1, 2, 3, 10, 20, 30, 2 straight hours. 3 years of chats. I screenshotted every last one. 328 pictures. When I finished, I put the phone back. Then I went to the bathroom and splashed water on my face. In the mirror, my expression was blank. That moment, I made a decision. No tears, no tantrums. I'd wait for the perfect moment. Make them pay. The next month, I started gathering evidence. I already had the chats. 328 screenshots locked in an encrypted folder. But it wasn't enough. I needed the full transfer records. I couldn't get bank statements, but I could see his Venmo and PayPal. While he showered, I raided his phone again. I exported the Venmo ledger. Did the same for PayPal. Then I organized the data. The totals were uglier than I'd imagined. Over 3 years, 89 transfers to Sophie totaling 470 grand. Smallest, $520. Memo, love you. Biggest, 50 grand. Memo, happy birthday baby. 50 grand for a birthday gift. On my birthday, he bought me flowers. 99 bucks. Only after I saw them online and said, honey, I want those. Besides transfers, there were purchases. Louis Vuitton purse, 28 grand. Cartier bracelet, $5. 600. A mid-range chain hotel in downtown LA. $367 a night. 127 charges. 127 times. 3 years. 127 hotel nights. Averaging 3 or 4 a month. I cross-checked his business trips. He told me countless times. Project crunch, overtime, out of town. The dates lined up perfectly. He hadn't been traveling. He'd been checking in with my best friend. I organized all the data into a spreadsheet. Date, amount, location, notes, crystal clear. Then I printed a copy and locked it in a drawer. When I was done, I texted Sophie. Hey, how've you been? Been ages. She answered fast, SOSO. Just crazy busy. Busy with what? The usual grind. You know. Speaking of, how's your boyfriend? When do we get to meet him? She sent the facepalm emoji. Not the right time yet. I'll introduce him when things are stable. Come on, 3 years and still not stable? How did you know it's been 3 years? You told me yourself. Remember? Oh right, my memory's shot. She changed the subject. Hey, my birthday's next month. You coming? Wouldn't miss it. When? June 18th. I've booked a venue at the Beverly Hilton. Throwing a party. How many people? 200 or so. Everyone I know. That big? Yep. She added a smug emoji. I want it lavish. I'll be there. Great. You can help me greet guests. No problem. I set the phone down. A 200 guest birthday gala at the Beverly Hilton. Perfect. The more spectators, the better. That night Chase came home late. I was already in bed when I heard the front door. He tiptoed into the bedroom. Sure, I was asleep. I kept my eyes closed while he changed. Then he slid into bed. Back to me. He smelled of perfume. Not mine. The one Sophie always wore. I knew it. A decade as best friends. Of course I knew. Honey, I said. He flinched. You're still up. Can't sleep. What's wrong? Where were you tonight? Working late, he said. Projects on a crunch. Try to sleep. We've got work tomorrow. Sure. I said nothing more. He was snoring in minutes. I stared at the ceiling. Working late. 127 late nights. Each late night cost $367. I shut my eyes. Wait, the evidence wasn't complete yet. I needed more. Next morning I hired a private investigator. $15,000. He promised everything I wanted within 2 weeks. I said, deal. 2 weeks later the PI delivered a folder of photographs. 47 shots. I didn't thumb through. I looked at the first one only. Hotel room. 2 people by the window. Backs to the lens. His hand on her waist. Intimate. I knew that silhouette. Knew that coat. The birthday gift I'd given him. A $1,200 trench. I'd saved 2 months' salary for it. He was wearing the coat I bought while checking into a hotel with my best friend. I locked the photos in the same drawer as the spreadsheet. Then I went on living, office, home, cook, wait for him. He came back later and later. Excuses piled up. I didn't ask. He didn't explain. One afternoon Sophie asked me to tea. I went. She waved from the cafe corner. Lena, over here. I sat. How've you been? She asked. Fine. You? Me? She beamed. Over the moon lately. Really? Yeah. My boyfriend spoils me, daily cash transfers, surprise gifts, sweet. You should push Chase to treat you better. He's okay, just okay. She arched a brow. You set the bar low. Can't help it. I said, I don't have someone doting on me. Then fight for it. How? Like, she pondered. Act cute. Ask for presents. I did. Asked for a bag. And he said I'd lost my mind. She burst out laughing. That stingy? Yep. Dump him, she said, shaking her head. Plenty of fish. I stared. She kept smiling, natural as ever, like a true best friend giving advice. Sophie, I said, who exactly is your boyfriend? I'm dying to know. Her grin faltered for a second. Why the sudden interest? Curiosity. 3 years and I haven't even seen a photo. You'll meet him at the wedding. You're getting married? Almost. Her gaze drifted, waiting for him to settle a few things. What things? Why so many questions? She grew irritated. Once he ties up loose ends, we marry. I dropped it. Congratulations in advance. Thanks. She brightened again. You'll definitely be there. Wouldn't miss it. She nodded happily, then switched gears. About my birthday gala? Help me plan a surprise segment, will you? What kind? Something dramatic. Fun for everyone. What do you have in mind? I'm thinking. Her eyes sparkled. I'll make an announcement. What announcement? Secret. She pressed a finger to her lips. You'll see. I could guess. She wanted to unveil her boyfriend to 200 guests. Very romantic. I smiled. Sure. I'll think of something. Perfect. She hugged me. You're the best, Lena. Her perfume wrapped around me. My dear best friend. 2 weeks to Sophie's gala. That night Chase came home relatively early. Said the team had a small celebration. He'd had a few drinks. I poured him water. Hydrate. It'll help. Thanks. He gulped, then looked at me and blurted, Honey, I'm sorry. I froze. What for? Just, sorry. Sorry about what? He stared at the floor, silent. I studied him. Flushed face. Unfocused eyes. He was tipsy. Chase, are you hiding something? His body tensed. No, absolutely nothing. Nothing. Then why apologize? He opened his mouth. I just feel I haven't treated you well these years. Oh, I stood, fetched a warm towel, laid it on his forehead. Relax. I don't blame you. Really? Really? My voice was calm. He exhaled, then squeezed my hand. Honey, I'll treat you better from now on. Okay, I promise. Okay, do you believe me? I looked into his eyes. Guilt, panic, a sliver of hope. I looked into his eyes. He thought I didn't know a thing. He thought he'd hidden it perfectly. He thought he could keep lying to both sides. I trust you, I said. He smiled. Then he hugged me. Baby, you're so good to me, my husband whispered. I smiled too. So are you. That night I didn't sleep. I lay beside him, listening to the rhythm of his breathing. He was sleeping like a log. I slipped out of bed, tiptoed to the study, opened the drawer, and took out the folder. 328 chat screenshots, 89 wire transfer logs, 127 hotel receipts, 47 photos, and a divorce petition. A lawyer friend had drafted it for me. The property split was crystal clear. Our Beverly Hills condo, my down payment, $400,000. The mortgage was in his name, but he'd only paid 2 years worth. Legally, the place is mine. The car we bought after the wedding, joint asset, but I don't want it. Savings. He'd funneled almost all of it to Sophie, $47,000. I checked his bank balance, barely $3,200 left. 3 years of our nest egg, gone to that woman. I closed the folder, locked it back in the drawer, returned to the bedroom, and lay down again. 2 more weeks. 2 weeks until Sophie's birthday, my counterattack day. 1 week before the gala, Sophie called, asking me to inspect the venue decor. I went. Ballroom of the Beverly Hilton, seating for 200, pink balloons, and fresh blooms everywhere. So, Sophie hovered beside me, eyes sparkling. Looks great. Stage big enough. What for? I'm giving a speech, she said. Going to announce a big surprise. What surprise? Can't tell, she teased, winking. You'll see. I nodded. Oh, she added casually. Is your husband coming? Sorry, Chase, your husband. Is he coming? I studied her face. It was perfectly relaxed, as if the question meant nothing. No idea. I haven't asked. Ask him, she chirped. The more the merrier. Sure, I'll ask. Perfect. She looped her arm through mine, giggling. Lena, you really are my best friend. You too. I smiled back. At home I asked Chase. Sophie's 30th birthday gala? Are you going? He was scrolling on his phone. His thumb froze. When? Next Saturday. Should be free. Let's go together. Okay. The speed of his answer, too fast. I said nothing more. Great. I'll tell her. He went back to his screen. WhatsApp. Contact labeled, work. I said nothing. 3 days before the gala, Sophie summoned me again. Private kitchen this time. Said she had something to tell. I showed up. She was already in the booth. A bottle of red breathing on the table. Lena, sit. Sit. I sat. She poured. Drink first. Spit it out. After we toast. We clinked. I sipped. She did the same. Then set her glass down. Lena, how long have we known each other? 10 years. 10, she echoed. A whole decade.
Yeah,
I've always considered you my best friend. Me too. So I figure you should hear it from me. Her expression turned solemn. What? Chase and I, we're together. I stayed quiet. 3 years now. Still quiet. You, no? I held her gaze. I know. She blinked. You do? When did you find out? 3 months ago. Her face twitched. Then why? Why stay silent? Waiting for the right moment. Which is, right now. Apparently. She went quiet, then smiled, smug this time. Lena, since you already know, I won't pretend anymore. We're the real thing, Chase and me. I said nothing. He says he doesn't love you. He loves me. Nothing. Your marriage is basically dead. Haven't you felt it? She cocked her head. We're soulmates. Chase and I. So stop being the homewrecker, okay? I stared at her. She looked sincere, like she truly believed I was the homewrecker. Like she was the wronged party. Homewrecker? I echoed. Exactly, she said. Matter of fact. We've been together 3 years, yet you still cling to the title of wife. What else would you call it? I laughed. Sophie, you're something else. I'm telling the truth. Truth? Yes. He hasn't touched you in ages. Has he? Where does his money go? Where's his heart? You know. I do know. Then why hang around? I'm not a hanging. What are you waiting for? To give you? I rose, slinging my bag over my shoulder. A proper answer, which is, at your birthday gala. I walked out. She called after me, Lena, but I didn't turn back. 2 days before the gala, Chase suddenly had a business trip. I didn't expose him. Where to? San Francisco? Project site. How long? 2 days. I'll be back for the party. Got it. He glanced at me. You're not going to ask what the project is? I wouldn't understand anyway. He chuckled. End of topic. That evening he packed a small bag and left. I watched him go, then opened the encrypted folder. My private investigator had sent fresh intel. Tonight's hotel, Chase and Sophie together in San Francisco. Entry 128 of their little ledger. I saved the file and began wrapping my birthday gift. A single flash drive. Contents, 328 chat screenshots. Arranged in PowerPoint. 89 wire transfer logs. Neatly tabbed. 127 hotel receipts. Dated and mapped. 47 photos. Kept only PG-13 yet damning. And a voice clip. Sophie's lines from the other day. Chase and I are the real thing. Stop playing homewrecker, okay? He stopped loving you years ago. Why stay? Everything recorded. When I finished, I texted Sophie. How's prep for tomorrow night? She replied instantly, all set, just waiting for showtime. Need a hand? Nope. Nope. Just bring yourself. See you then. See you. She ended with a heart emoji. I smiled at the screen. See you tomorrow. 1 day before the gala. Night. Sophie rang. Lena. What are you up to? Home. Chase. On his trip. Oh. Her voice sounded a little odd. Did he tell you? Tell me what? Nothing. She paused. Lena. I need to ask you something. What? Are you gathering evidence? My heart gave a jolt, but my voice stayed calm. What evidence? You know, about Chase and me. Why would you ask that? Chase said. He thinks someone's been snooping. Snooping how? He said his phone felt tampered with. And the bills. Stuff like that. Is that so? Lena. Are you investigating him? I was quiet for a moment. Sophie. What do you think? Silence answered from her end. Then, Lena. Don't do anything stupid. What stupid thing? I know what you're plotting. Her tone sharpened. You're planning to take me down, right? I didn't deny it. Lena. I'm warning you. Think hard. Think about what? You believe a few scraps of proof will hurt us? Her voice chilled. Let me spell it out. Even if you had a video. Chase is never crawling back to you. I don't want him back. Then what do you want? I want you both to pay. She went silent for several beats. Then she laughed. Pay. Lena. Do you hear yourself? Perfectly. What leverage do you imagine you have? She shouted. Chase's heart is with me. And so is his money. You've got nothing. I've got the condo. The condo? She laughed louder. You think coughing up the down payment makes it yours? Chase told me ages ago. The second you file, your name comes off the deed and mine goes on. Really? Yes. He's all set. Once you ask for divorce, he'll have the place signed over to me. And then he marries me, she said matter-of-factly. Lena, why do you think he married you in the first place? That $40,000 down payment. Remember, without that condo he wouldn't have glanced twice. I gripped the phone and said nothing for a moment. What else? What else? She sneered. File ASAP and stop embarrassing yourself. I'm the embarrassment, aren't you? He stopped loving you years ago, yet you hang on. Pathetic. Don't you think? Sophie, Don't say my name. She cut me off. Final warning. Show up tomorrow. Behave. And don't pull any crap. Or else. Or else what? Or I'll let the whole room know you're the miserable wife he threw away. She hung up. I stared at the darkened screen and drew a long breath. She was right. In her eyes, I was a discard. A fool who spent 3 years clueless, while husband and best friend slept together. An idiot who put 40 grand down yet would walk away empty-handed. A loser with nothing. But she forgot one thing. I'm no fool. I never was. June 18th. Sophie's 30th birthday. I slipped into a red sheath dress, brushed on light makeup, and tucked the flash drive into my clutch. Chase's business trip ended that morning. He changed suits and offered to ride with me. Why are you going? I asked. Sophie invited me, he said. Would be rude to skip. Oh, what's wrong? Nothing. Then let's head out. We drove to the Beverly Hilton. The hotel was already frosted in pink balloons and peonies. Across the ceiling a banner shouted Happy 30th Sophie. Around 200 guests milled about, coworkers, friends, relatives, faces I didn't know. Sophie floated in white, every inch the birthday princess. She greeted arrivals at the door, and when she spotted Chase and me, her eyes sparkled. Lena, you made it. She glided over and hooked her arm through mine. You'll help me play hostess tonight, right? Sure. She flicked a glance toward Chase. Mr. Whitman is here too. I'm honored. Happy birthday, Chase said, smiling. Thank you. Their eyes locked for half a second before sliding apart. I saw it and said nothing. The party began. Candles, chorus, cake. Then came songs, dances, raffles, games, laughter everywhere. I stayed in a corner, largely silent. Chase sat beside me, chatting occasionally while his gaze drifted towards Sophie. Sophie glanced back, trading tiny signals. With 200 people watching, they thought no one noticed, but I did. 8:30. The host bounded onto the dais and announced the surprise segment. Sophie stepped up, lifted the microphone. Thank you all for celebrating my 30th with me. Applause washed over her. There's something I've kept secret, and tonight I can finally share it. Her gaze drifted to one spot in the crowd, to Chase. Hold on. My voice sliced through the ballroom. I rose and walked toward the stage. Sophie froze. Lena, what are you doing? I have a gift. I mounted the steps, pulled the flash drive from my bag, and held it out. A birthday present. She didn't take it. What is it? Open it and see. I turned to the AV tech. Please play the file. He looked at Sophie, then at me, uncertain. Do it, Sophie barked. Let's see what stunt she's staging. The tech plugged the drive into the laptop. The giant screen flared alive. Image 1. A chat screenshot. Baby, missing you tonight. Miss you too. Honey, can't wait to see you. Then hurry over. Sender, Chase. Receiver's avatar, Sophie. Whispers rippled through the room. Sophie's complexion paled. Lena. You, patience, I said. There's more. Image 2. Wire transfer logs. Chase to Sophie, $5. 000. Chase to Sophie, $8. 000. Chase to Sophie, $20. 000. Line after line scrolled upward. 89 transfers over 3 years, totaling $470,000. My voice stayed flat. Gasps and murmurs swelled into a roar. Sophie's face drained of color. Stop it. Cut the feed. She lunged for the laptop, desperate to yank the drive. Too late. Slide 3. Hotel receipts. The Beverly Hilton, August 15th, 2021. Guests, Chase, Sophie. Downtown LA Hotel, September 3rd, 2021. Guests, Chase, Sophie. San Francisco Hotel, October 22nd, 2021. Guests, Chase, Sophie. Entry after entry floated by. 127 nights in 3 years. I spoke clearly. That's 3 or 4 sleepovers every month. The crowd erupted. Phones shot up to record. Some guests simply walked out. Sophie stood center stage, coloring from white to crimson to sickly green. Lena, you're insane. No, I'm finally lucid. How dare you? How dare I? I cut in. Dare expose your 3-year romp with my husband. Dare reveal how you played the victim while you called me homewrecker. Dare when you said I couldn't keep a man and it was my fault. I met her eyes. Tell me again. Who couldn't keep who? No, I just don't keep garbage. A collective gasp rippled through the room below the stage. Sophie trembled with rage. There's more. I pulled something else from my bag. A document. This is the divorce petition. I turned toward the audience. Chase sat there, face the color of concrete. Sign it, Chase. He rose and walked to the stage. Lena, calm down. I am calm. Let's talk this through. There's nothing to talk about. You can't do this. can't I? I laughed. Chase, do you know why I picked tonight? He said nothing. Because I wanted everyone to see, I said. Exactly what a cheating husband and the mistress who stole her best friend's husband look like. I slapped the divorce petition against his chest. Sign. I won't. You won't? Lena, what do you gain by torching everything? Gain? I arched an eyebrow. Watching you crash and burn, and watching her social life die. That's my gain. You, also, I added. The Beverly Hills condo is mine. What? The down payment was $40,000 from my account. You've only paid the mortgage 2 years. By California law, the condo is mine. I locked eyes with him. Sophie said you plan to leave me with nothing? I smiled. No, you two are the ones walking away with nothing. Another roar swept the room. Chase's complexion went chalk white. Sophie lunged, clawing for me. Lena, you psycho. Before she could touch me, someone yanked her back. Her own coworker. Sophie, let it go. Let it go. She ruined my birthday. Blame yourself? Who told you to sleep with her husband? The coworker's stare was ice. Sophie, wow, you steal a husband and still play victim? Sophie froze. Then she scanned the crowd. 200 pairs of eyes. All of them different now. Disgust, contempt, amusement. Nobody pitied her. Her 30th birthday had become her public execution. The party collapsed. Sophie's mother dragged her out. People say she cried the whole ride home. Chase left too, unsigned petition in hand. But I wasn't worried. I had time. Next morning my attorney called. Lena, we can file. Good. All evidence ready? Everything. Then let's begin. A week later Chase reached out. He wanted to talk. I declined. More calls came. I ignored them. Then he showed up at my condo's lobby. Lena, can we just talk? What's left to say? The divorce. Maybe what do you want? He hemmed and hawed. I don't want a divorce. You don't? I laughed. Did you ever ask what I want? I know I messed up. Awareness is step 1. I cut in. Now sign. But the condo is mine. You paid the down payment, but I covered the mortgage. 2 years. How much total? He went silent. 24 grand. I supplied. While you wired 47 to Sophie. That's different. How? I stared. Add it up. Chase. In 3 years how much of your money actually benefited our home? No answer. Your cash went to Sophie. Your heart went to Sophie. You forfeited any claim to the condo. I turned away. Sign. And we're done. 2 weeks later he signed. His firm had learned of the affair and fired him. No job. No claim to the condo. Nothing. I heard he moved in with Sophie. They split within months. A broke Chase wasn't worth her time. After the divorce filing, I moved back into my LA townhouse. The $40,000 down payment and 2 years of mortgage were now solely mine. I gut renovated the place, tossed every trace of Chase. Sheets, comforters, photos, gifts, trash. I lived alone, ate alone, slept alone. It felt odd at first, then it felt liberating. The company promoted me. Monthly salary jumped from $8,000 to $12,000. I started boxing classes, took up watercolor, met friends for weekend brunch in Santa Monica. Life grew fuller and lighter. One day a text popped up. Sophie, Lena, can we meet? I stared at the text, then deleted it. Some people cost more minutes than they're worth. A year later, new job. Annual package doubled. Bought a car I loved, a Tesla Model 3, and drove it to Malibu Beach on Saturdays. Work days, gym, dinner with friends, simple routine, sweet peace. Inside a Beverly Hills boutique I ran into a familiar face. The coworker who'd held Sophie back that night. Lena, it's been ages. Good to see you. How are you? Can't complain. You? Surviving? She hesitated. Have you heard about Sophie? Like what? She can't land a job. After the scandal nobody in LA will touch her. And Chase. Word is he's pushing paper in a strip mall office for maybe $6 grand a month. That's so. Don't you hate them anymore? I thought. I don't. Waste of energy. Seriously? Seriously, I said. I'm done renting them space in my head. She studied me. You're kind of amazing. Not really. If it were me, I'd still be boiling. No heroics involved, I said. I just stopped settling for crumbs. She smiled. You look brighter than before. Yeah. Used to seem drained. Now you glow. Maybe, I said, because I dropped the weight. She nodded. Coffee soon? You bet. I watched her go, then kept browsing. Sunlight poured through skylights. Shoppers bustled. Alone, but not lonely. Outside, my phone buzzed. Unknown number. Lena, it's Sophie. Can we talk? I grinned, locked the screen, slipped the phone into my bag. Some bridges don't deserve a second crossing. I tipped my face to the sky. Blinding blue. Perfectly clear. Like my mind. The road ahead is long, but I'm not afraid. I've already walked through the fire, and I came out carrying my own light. Thanks for watching today's story. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Feel free to share your opinions. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more amazing stories. See you next time.